Awesome.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Authentic Hustle Live. I'm here, Colin Harms, my co-host, Kelly Kennedy, and Vijayan Swaminathan. How are you guys doing today?
I'm
Very good.
awesome.
Very good.
Good. We're feeling good for episode, did you say 55?
55 today.
55. So
Yeah.
we're officially seniors. That's in Canada, 55.
We've made it.
Yeah. So welcome, everybody. We're glad to have you. And we're always appreciative of anybody who chimes in live or after the fact. We love to have you regardless of when you're able to listen or watch.
We appreciate you however we can get you.
That's right. And fellas, what's on your mind today? I was talking to Kelly a little bit earlier. Talked to VJ for about 12 seconds before we went live. And he's been, did you go to bed at 3:30, VJ? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I spent between 3 and 4:30 awake lying in my bed wondering why I couldn't sleep.
Should have called VJ.
Yeah, maybe. BJ, are you awake right now? I think you need to go to bed so that I can go to bed.
Yeah. At 10 p.m., 11 p.m., you can catch me. I'll be awake. So
My goodness. Yeah, no,
any day.
we're in bed at our house at like 9 o'clock.
9, yeah.
I was staying with this one person, and he's very particular about his sleep regime, right? And he's very particular. So we were in an event at Vancouver, and we were for a couple of days event, and the per night cost for like $600 a night because for the event or whatever. Right? Okay,
Yeah.
we thought we'll share the room. Okay, and he's like sleeping at night, and he wants it pitch dark. Right. I was just looking at I was keeping the windows open, looking at the lights, the cars were going. I was looking at it. VJ, can he close the thing? Okay, fine. I kept it a little open. VJ, can he close it again? He's like gone at 9:05. So reminds me of that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Just wait, VJ. Like one day you'll be on our schedule and you'll be like 9 o'clock, you'll be exhausted. Man, my life, Jet's like, it's time for night. And I'm like, okay, time for night.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, in the winter months, I certainly can do that. I have a hard time when it's like even after daylight savings, right? We're going to spring ahead here.
Yeah.
And the more light we have and the more I just want to be outside and do more things. But right now, yeah, it's like 9 o'clock. I'm like, oh. I do get up early. I mean, I get up at 4:30, so I've had a pretty good day by then. But I look forward to the later nights that are coming for sure.
Wow, 4:30, dude. Good for you.
Yeah.
I'm doing like 6 o'clock for my workouts, and I'm psyched about that.
Yeah. No, you know what? And it's odd. Every morning, 4:28, 4:29, before my alarm goes off, my eyes open.
Yeah.
And I'm ready. And not very often that I miss.
How long have you been getting up at 4:30, and why specifically 4:30? Why not 5:30 or 6?
Well, I arrive at the gym at like 4:58. The door opens at 5.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the first people to scan through. And that's just the way I do it. And the problem is, like, one of my first jobs, I was a line cook in a restaurant, and I had to, I think I was there for 6:15, but I had about a 25-minute drive. And so I've just always been getting up early. And then now I go to the gym at 5 a.m. 5 times a week. And it's just the way it is. And I think I said before when we did the original podcast, I used to set my alarm for 4:29.
Yeah.
But I'm not a 4:20 guy. Right? It was like 4:20. And I don't smoke weed, so just me. So I had to change it to 4:29.
Oh my goodness. You're like 4:31, damn it. 4:31.
Yeah, that's the way it is. So
I'm one of those people who the alarm goes off and it's more of a suggestion.
Yeah. No.
I'm like, 5:30, 6 today, I think.
Yeah. Well, and actually my wife said today, she works Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And so I always call it her Friday.
Yeah.
And then finally, like I've been up for hours, it seems like, by the time she's getting up. I come home from the gym, she's still sleeping. And I said, like, why aren't you happier in the morning? And she's like, do you realize what time it is? And she always has a precursor too. She's like, no talking to the dog in the morning before you go to the gym. The dog doesn't speak English. You don't need to say, have a good morning. and I'm just like, well, I got to tell somebody to have a good morning.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I get the same pep talk at my house. The dogs live off emotion, not words, Kelly. Stop giving them emotion.
So that's the way my morning goes. But
Yeah. It's
anyway, what else?
yeah.
What's
I
going
feel like
on?
I want to spend some time here though. Like, am I the only person who wakes up regularly at like 3 a.m? You guys on that same bandwagon, or you guys
No.
sleep through? Okay. And yeah, like feels like a few times a week I'll wake up at like 3 o'clock. And then I'm just like laying there because I can't get back to sleep. My pillow can't get like fluffed right or whatever. Jet's laying weird. Right now I'm staying in Jet's room. That's where I'm
Yeah.
at in my life. I sleep with my kid.
That makes sense. I get it.
But yeah, it's like one of those weird things where like typically I've been able to fall back asleep, but like over the past little bit, I've been struggling to just like fall right back asleep at 3 o'clock.
You know what? Years ago, I had this weird test when I was in the garbage industry, and they did this sleep test thing, and they asked just by questions, right? Do you fall asleep? Does it take you half an hour, 45 minutes? And I said, no. I said, I fall asleep like within minutes.
Yeah, me too.
And they said, that's actually a bad thing,
Oh, weird.
right? Because they say you're basically spent, right? So they used it if you were driving a truck, and if you were overtired, you would fall asleep like that, right?
Okay.
And I said, oh, okay. So the other day I was telling my wife, I said, you have to just get in a zone. And I said, count to 15 and you should be sleeping. And she's like, that's so ridiculous. I go, I think it works for me because I don't know if I've ever got to 15. And I said, like, I read this thing and it's so hokey, but it works. Like you have to have your hands spread out like flat.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're clenched, right, you're tense and you might be like that all night. And she's like, I don't know what books you read, but holy frick, like. Meanwhile, while she's talking, I'm falling asleep. Like,
Yeah.
and then
You're like,
outside of
it
right,
sounds like self hypnosis.
yeah, I think it is, and I think outside of my dog waking me up because it wants to go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
right? But I'm sleeping from say 10 to 4:30, right? But that's it, and like clockwork, and then I'm good to go. I don't want to say I'm like Trump because I'm not, but I won't go there.
You're
But
getting up, you're signing executive orders at 4:30.
I'm
You're like,
docu-signing
ha!
them. Yeah, look what I changed, world.
Before you were even awake.
Yeah. But I've just always been that morning guy, and I think I always will be. I even said to my wife, like, let's say we sell everything, right?
Yeah.
She goes, you're still gonna get up and go to the gym, and then you'll come home and go back to bed. I'm like, yeah, that's probably true. I just like it.
Yeah,
So.
it's weird. It's it's kind of like just like recently I've just been like waking up and kind of struggled to get back to bed. But yeah, I don't know. It's like all temporary. Like honestly, my life is pretty good. Most of the time I'll go through these weird little hiccups, then I'll just be back to normal. But yeah, like recently it's been a bit of a battle. And you know what, honestly, it's been a battle. Like it's been a battle sleeping with my kid.
Yeah.
Because he's moving around and like he'll like be like right next to me and then I got to get up and move to the other side of the bed to get comfy. So yeah, it's dad problems, but I love my boys, so we'll deal with them.
Yeah. You know what? I look at things regardless of what we're going through. Like you're going through that with Jet or whatever it is. It's just another day.
Yeah.
Right. That's all. So I made a post this morning. I was at the gym and I hadn't seen this guy yet this year. He comes sometimes.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't think he's been there at all this year because I'm always there. And anyway, I seen him and I said, hey, man, Happy New Year. And he's like, yeah, Happy New Year. First time I seen you. And I can't remember the conversation went. And then I said, good to see you. He goes, yeah, it's always better when you're on this side of the ground or whatever. Right. So one of those comments. And I said, well, that's why I said Happy New Year, right? Every day should be a Happy New Year, right?
Yeah.
For all of us. And I've seen some really horrible circumstances for families lately and stuff. And I'm like, every day I just try to tell myself, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be in the position I'm in. So if I go through, call it a spell of where I'm waking up in the middle of the night for whatever reason or stressed out, it's just a matter of time, right? Things will switch and
yeah.
And that's obviously my blue sky mantra, right? Is It's always blue sky. And I'll use this example. I have a really good friend in New Jersey, and I texted him yesterday, and I said, "Hey, dude," I go, "I see you got like 2 feet of snow," and he said, "No, 3 feet." And he said, "We're literally shut down." And he goes, "But you're probably used to that living where you do." And I immediately turned and took a picture of the blue sky. And it was just like gravel and blue sky. I'm like, no, we're not the same. We're not the same. I have a little bit better than you do right now.
You know what? I have a fun story for maybe not so fun, but I have a story for some of the people out there who may be struggling right now. I know that the world is crazy, right? Look around. It's crazy in Canada too. It's crazy all over the place. We're all dealing with crazy
It's crazy
stuff.
in Mexico.
It's definitely crazy in Mexico. Yeah.
Right.
And you know, shout out to the families in Mexico. I wish you guys all the best with what's going on there. I hope it resolves quickly. When I was about 19 years old, one of my best friends died. And it was tragic and it was unexpected. And like to this day, I'll be honest, I still don't actually know what happened, which I think was maybe the hardest part about it. The family was very secretive about what ended up happening to him, but he passed away young and tragically. And I went into depression. It was like one of my closest friends from being a kid, and I didn't want to get up and I didn't want to get out of bed. And I remember my dad came into my room and he gave me the best piece of advice that I've ever been given in my entire life. And he just said, Kelly, look, I know this is really hard right now. It's going to be hard for a really long time, but it will get better again. And here's how it gets better. He's like, you need to get up, you need to get out of your bed, and you need to do something that would be normal for you. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's just making yourself a sandwich. I don't care if it's sitting down and watching one episode of something on TV or going for a rollerblade or whatever it is. But you just got to get up and do something normally. It won't feel normal. It won't feel good, but you need to do that. And you need to do that every single day. And every couple of days, add something else, add something else, add something else. And he's like, one day, it won't feel weird anymore to get up. It'll feel normal. It'll feel like things are normal again. And it was, and it absolutely was. And what he was saying was, no matter how shitty things are, time heals all challenges, and we just have to get up and do the thing we were going to do anyway. Even if it doesn't feel good in the moment, even if it's hard in the moment, maybe especially if it's hard in the moment, eventually that thing becomes normal and becomes the new baseline, and the new baseline is healthy. And so, yeah, it was a tough time in my life, and I know I'm not alone in that. I'm sure both of you have lost people and had to go through similar situations, but the secret to any challenge, no matter how shitty it is, no matter how bad it is in the moment, is the reality is if you're above the ground, you got to keep going. You got to get up. You got to do the thing, even if it's not easy, even if it's really friggin' hard. You got to get up and do the thing until it's normal again. And that absolutely works. And I think that's carried me through every hard moment in my life since that point.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's it's keeping your mind right in the right space, and it's a tough thing to do. Whether it's a personal event or it's a business event or whatever it may be, a client event, right? Something's going wrong, or you're just nervous about it. Those are the things that we just have to remind ourselves, right? It will get better.
Yeah.
And for some people, their mindset is, they live with their head in the sand. Kelly, I think we were talking about that this morning, right? Like no matter which way they look at a situation, they look at the negative as opposed to what could, two things, right? You can either say, well, what if it does go wrong? Well, what if it does go right?
Yes.
Right. And that really frames our outlook on many different aspects in life.
Well, I think at the end of the day, you can put a positive spin on nearly everything, right? I mean, the news is pretty good at putting a negative spin on pretty much everything. True. So why can't we do the opposite? Why can't we put a positive spin on everything, right?
Yeah.
Almost everything does have an outcome that could be good for you, regardless.
Right. Yep. That's blue sky, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard because I think we're programmed as humans to see negativity faster than we see positivity. It's like we see negativity with the snap of our fingers.
Yeah.
But to get to positivity, you almost need reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to think about it.
Yeah. Very true, actually, because like when you're in my family, Kelly and Colin, I mean, I was the first person to ever like have a passport and travel out the country. Actually, I mean, then now my brother is traveling to different countries and doing all that. And I don't know. One thing I kept thinking about is like to be like water, to flow like water. And I was speaking to Gordon last week, Gordon Shepherd.
Yeah.
And we were talking about like flowing like water, like flow. I said flow like river. That's the analogy I like. You have to flow like river and not be stagnant. And Gordon spoke about like not being the reservoir effect. Because if you're in a reservoir, right, pressure builds up and there's a lot of things going on. And that's how the reservoir works, right? Because you drive electricity and so many things, which is a positive thing out of that positive spin to the reservoir. But at the same time, when you're in a reservoir mode, there's a lot of pressure built up and things like that. But I'd rather be in the flow like river kind of a mode. So that's how I've always taken life. Otherwise, I don't know, wherever I am, and that is what it is. But that being said, I also learned to acknowledge what it is for what it is. Right. For example, we don't have our like immediate family here. Like, for example, my parents, my wife's parents, they're not here. Actually, my brother doesn't live. My wife's sister doesn't live here. So those are some of the things that we really, really miss. And the good days are super awesome. But we all know not all days are good, but some days can be super difficult. Those days are, man, like super challenging. And every single post, everything like that, I try to keep pushing and keep the momentum going. But yeah, you got to flow like river. That's the only lesson I know. And I motivate myself. I inspire myself because not every day you will have the drive to do it, whatever we are doing, right? So, I mean, Colin goes to gym every single day. Colin, I'm not sure every day.
5 days
you have the motivation. 5? Like some days you may not feel like going, but you still show up.
Lots of days I feel like not going. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Right. That's being the business owner, I guess. Some days you don't feel like showing up, but we still show up.
Yeah.
That's a lesson I think anyone should hear. Yep.
I guess the question, and maybe this is something we can spend 5 to 10 minutes on, is how do you have more good days than bad days? How do you stack the odds in your favor? Is it possible?
I think it's what you've already said, Kelly, is it's your perspective on how you look at things. You can spin it negative or you can spin it positive, right? And it's kind of like what you put in is what you get out, right? So what are you reading? What are you looking, like if I looked at my TikTok account, right? If somebody was to look at it from the other, I'm not worried about what you see there. You'd be like, holy frick, like, is that all you listen to? That is all I listen to, right? That's my sound. That's what I like to hear. That's what motivates me. That's what excites me. I don't know if I've ever told you, like, if I'm choosing a movie or if my wife is, right? I've said to her many times, like, is somebody going to die a horrific, long, prolonged death, like get sick? Like, is the first scene the diagnosis?
Is it a tragedy?
And 2 hours later, I'm leaving crying. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, every movie that you pick, people die. I go, Deadpool. They knew that going in. Everybody was going to die. Nobody cries, right? And so she will, I'm not joking. I remember walking into our living room one time and my wife and my daughters were watching a movie. Yeah. And there's a lady in a bathtub and this is morbid. Like, I didn't even watch more than 2 minutes and she was drowning herself.
Oh
right?
My gosh, no.
And it was because she had this long sickness and that's the way it was. And she was like gurgling. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, why would you watch this? And just go away. Just go away. You don't like anything normal. And I'm like, normal? But to me, that's not what I want to see, right? She walks in the room and I have YouTube on the giant TV and I'm watching Rob like Sharma or something, like I have something like that. Or Tony Robbins or whatever it may be, that's constantly. Or if I get in my vehicle, I constantly have a few stations, right? Or Spotify preset. It just starts. And that's what I'm listening to. I'm not bragging on myself. It's just I'm a positive person. That's what I put in. That's what comes. Like if you put enough into you, that's what has to come out of you.
Yeah.
Right? Or what are you reading? What are you listening to? That type of music. Like, there's motivating music and then there's inspiring and then there's not inspiring music.
100%.
Right? Like imagine going to a hockey game and they start out with like just, I don't know, like sad funeral music.
Could you imagine going to a hockey game and they're just playing like the saddest breakup music you've ever heard and then just...
Right? Yeah.
Also, just, I feel like we have to say this because we did talk about suicide. 988 is the helpline in Canada. You can call it or text it. We love you. We appreciate you. If you need help, get it, please. All right. Sorry, Colin. Go ahead.
Okay, no.
We did. Okay, no. We got it.
But I can't get that I can't get that visual out of my head right now and how horrible a hockey game would be if the music was depressing.
Yeah. right? Like just imagine this, and this may be way off, but imagine the Olympics, like the giant slalom or whatever, or the horn goes off and they start skiing.
Yeah.
What if it was the buzzer? Okay, like it's just two different sounds, right? One begins something, one ends it. Well, I kind of like the beginning.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Like,
love that actually, because we've been talking about this. I mean, I have my new show coming out. I used to work there and I've been working my ass off trying to get the music right. Because I kid you not, we've gone through about 5 to 6 different versions of the intro song. Because to me, the music is so important in setting the stage for what comes next,
right?
no matter what it is. And that could be your performance too.
Well, same thing, Kelly. What if I really like your intros and so does all your guests, right? And what if I introduce you as today's my guest? He's Kelly Kennedy. He's never won at anything. He's quite a loser, actually. He wakes up in the middle of the night. He's confused. He's stressing out. But today, Kelly, welcome.
I feel like we need to do that for April Fools. We need to do like a comedy intro.
And you can go further.
Colin. I don't know what the hell he's doing in his life. Why doesn't he just move somewhere?
Kelly really didn't do a good job in school in his early days. Like he won the participation award every year, but he never went further. And he actually didn't graduate. But Kelly, welcome to the show.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I hope that the tone is really coming through. Like it matters. It absolutely matters. What you listen to, or the way you're introduced, or the intro music you have, or the things you listen to every day. Like it really sets the tone for your life, right? I also see that, like that person walking along and that person playing the elephant music, the
like what's a guy on that ran on? What is he? I'm trying to think of Peanuts or whatever.
Yeah.
No, Winnie the Pooh. What's the
Eeyore?
VJ. Like honestly, it's like there's two types of people, and there's one in my life where you wake up and you go, oh, hey, good morning. Is it?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
I guess I just say it because that's the universal way of saying hello. Good night.
You know what though too? I think the other side to this, and maybe we can spend some time here as well, is if you are feeling down, sometimes just putting on some music you love can turn it right around for you.
Yeah.
It's amazing the power of like some good music to change your mood around.
So I'll give you an example, and this is real. So a week ago Tuesday, one of my aunts suffered a stroke, right? So I get the text, she's in the hospital. They don't know how concerning it. She's a believer in her faith, very strong in her faith. So there's two things in her life that she's like, I think she's 70. Two things that are important to her is Jesus and coffee. And for whatever reason, the week prior, I found this song, and it's this guy. I'll send it to you guys after. It's Jesus and my coffee. Anyway, so I text her that song, and I said, hey, here's a song for when you wake up. You should play this.
Yeah.
And she texted me back, and she says, you know me so well, right? And then we went to see her, and she's doing good. But it was that whole thing. She said that song, when you said that, Kelly, that song changed the way she was looking at the day.
Yeah.
Right. And it was just a little different, but it's often I'll get in my truck or I'm playing music. This morning, actually, my wife's like, could you please turn it down? Not everybody wants to be awake. Mm-hmm. And I came home from the gym and I started playing music.
Yeah.
Right. And then when I leave, my dog's the only one home all day. And we just put it on the smart home system. I play music in my house all day. And she's like, why do you leave the music on? I'm like, for the dog.
He needs to be happy.
When I come home, right? And he's always happy, right? That reminds me, I heard a great joke.
Right? It's got to be true.
I haven't told a good joke for a long time, and maybe it's not good, but it says it's a dog joke. It says if you lock your wife and your dog in the trunk of your car, which one is happy when you open the lid?
Oh my gosh.
Your dog.
Morbid, but true.
Morbid, but true. Perspective. One is going to be super happy. Hello.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I always say as people, we don't deserve dogs. They're too good.
They're too good.
The eye of the dog, you see so much, like it's like staring into the soul, right? I mean, it's so good. It's like the eyes of a baby. Always.
We're speaking about dogs. So this is
Mango?
Yeah, there it is.
What?
There you go.
And everyone's like, why do you have a picture of your dog in your office?
I was
And I'm
going to
like,
say, is that the biggest picture of your family?
yeah, it is. It's the person that's always happy to see me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's so funny, right? It's like, how do you set up your day for success? I think maybe there's a bit of a correlation to when you're doing your workouts, right? Many people are doing their workouts in the morning. I started doing my workouts 1 week ago. Yay, me!
There you go.
Getting back into it. But I listen to music like the whole time. And I've really, really been enjoying because the intro music that I'm making for I Used to Work There is like, it's not techno. What's like synthwave? It's synthwave is music is what we're kind of doing. But synthwave is so motivating most of the time. Like it's such like an uplifting music. So I've been listening to a lot of it. And it really does set me up. Like 7:00, 8:00 in the morning comes. I got my coffee. I'm ready for my day. And I'm like genuinely excited about what's coming instead of just being tired. So I think there's power in, the workout. Really powerful for your day. So for those of you looking for something to do a little workout in the morning, listen to some good music, and see what happens for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I think anything you have to do is, regardless of what you're facing, you have to set yourself up, right? Whether it's just moving or getting your mind right, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Right. You have to prepare yourself. Like you have to have a routine or a method, right? Of a success method, right? Like if I do these things, this is how I'm going to feel. Right?
Yeah.
If I eat crap, right? I know how I'm going to feel.
Well, and it's so interesting too, because if you think about like, you're going to be bombarded during your day with many different things, both at work, with your family, with your dog. Who knows? What's coming your way today? My crystal ball is broken.
Yep.
But here's the thing, like your mindset in the morning, I feel sets the tone for how you respond to each of those things. And you're going to respond to pretty much everything better if you're in a better mood to start with. It's like, if you can start here, my hand's way up in the air. If you can start here, you're in a much better place to handle all of those challenges, because maybe even if they're hard, you end up at your forehead instead of at your feet.
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
No,
all right, fellas. BJ, say what you're going to say, and then you're the guy to wrap her up.
Yeah. The simplest thing I've seen to work, at least for me, is like just go walk. 10-minute walk can change everything, actually. Right? I mean, sometimes like in the winter, like it's -40. Yeah. And worst times I want to hit the gym, and like I don't, the gym is closed, so I walk within the house. So yeah. What else can you do? Just a 10-12 minute walk can reset your brain. That's what I've seen it to be powerful. And
me and Shelby take almost daily walks with the boys in the spring and summer, but in the wintertime, you ain't getting me out in -40.
Yeah. I wish I like the communities where you can walk within the communities, like you can walk across. I wish it was there across homes also. There was a way you can just, as an underground tunnel, where you can just walk, especially for the winter, heated tunnels.
Well, just build a bomb shelter and you'll be fine.
They call them, they call them the mall walkers, right? Like there's a lot of retired people that, right? But early morning before the mall opens, they allow people to go and walk the mall before the stores open.
Okay.
So they can get exercise, right? And community. And I think it's brilliant.
Me and Shelby have been going to West Ed to walk the halls for a long time. Like it's a great day.
Right?
Yeah.
Like get out there, and like we walk our dog a minimum of 3 to 4K a day until it's -30.
Yeah.
We will, even if it's cold, as long as there's not a bunch of snow. But it doesn't, and obviously I live where it's windy. So we've just made our minds up, you know what? It's windy. It's not going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it's literally 30, 35 minutes, and we're going to do it. We just punch it out, and then we feel a whole lot better. And so does the dog. I'll do it. Thanks, everybody, for joining in.
Guys, just get it over with already.
Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for listening. We had a good time today. I think it was good. And the number one thing about today is the way you start your day is probably going to be the way you finish it. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for chiming in. Authentic Hustle Live. And you'll see us here, 11 o'clock next Wednesday.
Later, hustlers.
Bye-bye.